Hello everyone, this is going to be a bonus love reading for Valentine's Day 2025. This is going to be an all signs video. The decks that we're going to be using is the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, and then we're going to crown the reading with the Rock and Roll Tarot deck. I'm going to pull 3 cards. The first card will represent you, either your outlook on the relationship, your role in the relationship. It's going to depend on your situation. The second card is going to be the partner sector. Now, if you're in an existing relationship, it could be your partner that you're with. If you're single and looking, it could be what you're going to attract or trying to attract, or your next partnership, or what's happening. And then the crown of the reading is going to be the overall view. It could be if you're looking and you're not finding, it could be what's the problem that you need to address. It could be what's going on in your current relationship at this time. It's going to be different depending on the cards drawn. Before we get started, my name is Vickieverlie, and you can find me at vickieverlie.com. Do not be fooled by imposters. I probably won't have time to timestamp the reading. However, I will be putting these cards for the sign that we're reading in the middle here. So if you want to find your sign, if you want to skip straight to your sign, then you can just scrub through the bottom of the video here. There's that thing you can scrub through, and you will see the name displayed, so you don't necessarily have to write in the comments where the timestamps are, okay? So without further ado, let's get on to the sign of Aries, okay? What is Aries love reading? What do they need to know this Valentine's Day for the Aries sun, rising, moon, or anybody who has prominent Aries in their chart? Let's cut 2 cards. First you, and then your partner. The card for you is the 8 of Pentacles, and then the card for your partner is the Judgment card. I'm also going to pull the Crown card as well, and then we'll do the interpretation. What is the overall energy or the crown of this reading for our Aries friends? Judgment twice. Look out, Aries. Wow, this is very interesting. You got the Judgment card crowning the reading, and the Judgment card in the space for your partnership. So this is very powerful. What it tells us is you're ending a karmic cycle, and that is true from an astrological standpoint as well, because the nodes have left your sign. For the last 18 months, you had the node in your sign, which is a very karmic placement. You're going over, you're learning new things, and a karmic cycle has ended. Now, potentially because it also falls in not the house, but the space of the partnership, the position of the partnership, perhaps that some of you may be ending a cycle, you may be ending a thing, but it also can be that this is your partner, that the two of you have ended a cycle and you're moving into a new situation. Sometimes with the Judgment card, I do often equate it to the nodes, and sometimes it can be that it could be a nodal cycle, a 19-year or thereabout cycle. I just noticed there's a little spot missing on this card, on this heart. There, I had to fill that in. OCD had to fill that in. Whatever the case, a major cycle is ending. So it's time to assess the situation. Have you learned your karmic lessons? What do you want to do differently on the next run around? You might want to check out my node video where I talk about these karmic cycles of the node. 8 of Pentacles for the card representing you. You're ready to work on it. You're ready to work on it. You're working on a new cycle. Some of you may be just working on yourself and not, it's like, well, I've been there, done that, and I'm not really interested at this time. But I feel more, no matter what it is, you're working on yourself. You want to make things better. Nothing's going to change in these karmic cycles unless you work on yourself and you learn the lessons from the karmic cycle so that you can move forward in a new way and start a new cycle that's going to be more positive and healthy relationship-wise, is what the guides are coming through. Okay, next let's move on to the sign of Taurus. Let me gather up the Rider-Waite-Smith, and let's look at what is going to be the situation for the Tauruses, sun, rising, and moon, for them and their view on partnerships or their potential partnership. Oh boy, this is just spilling out here. So we'll use this side. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. You've got a date with destiny, Taurus. Let's put this over here. And then for your card, you have the King of Swords. Okay, then I want to do the top 2, the crown reading, the crown of the reading, or what is the overall vibe or situation, the crowning of this reading for our Taurus friends, sun, rising, moon, or anybody who has prominent Taurus in their chart. The Hangman. Well, the Hangman is sometimes you've been stuck or stopped for a while. You know, maybe some of you haven't been in a relationship for a while. Or maybe you're just like not really, you know, you're just going along. If you're in a relationship, maybe you're just going along and it is what it is and it's the same thing. My guides are saying day in and day out. Now I'm hearing that day-o, day-o. But anyways, you are showing up as the King of Swords. The King of Swords is air energy. That's Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. As we're doing this reading, we are in the time of Aquarius, but overall the Aquarius people are definitely, or not the Aquarius, but the air sign people could be, as a general statement, can be more intellectual, more in their mind, more thinking about it. I feel like it's like if you're looking especially, don't overthink it. Because Wheel of Fortune, the right person is going to show up. And the other thing is with the Wheel of Fortune, it says that the timing is right. I'm hearing that old song, when the timing is right, I'm gonna run to you. Yeah, so somebody, the air sign energy, Mercury, can also be things happening quickly. So you've been in a pause. Maybe you're approaching it too cerebrally. Maybe there's people out there that could be a good match for you, but it's less like, well, oh, they got a beard, forget it. No beards for me, or, you know, whatever. Whatever your little Piccadilly or Piccadillo, the guides are coming through big time. Whatever your little thing is that you think you want, maybe the universe has something more in store for you. Maybe it's better to go into more of a meditative state with the Hangman to find out, to attract or connect with your true love, whether it's existing or coming down the pike in the future. All right, pike or pipe, I don't know. Gemini, what's going on for our Geminis? You know, Jupiter's moved direct in your sign, so a lot of things are really going to start moving forward for you Geminis. Let me get, what is the two cards representing Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or anybody with prominent Gemini in their chart, and their partner. Okay, let's see here. One card for you and one card for your partner. The card for you is Judgment. Second time that card's been out today. And followed by the Wish card. Oh, wonderful. Gemini. Oh, I was going to just take the card off the top, but I haven't shuffled yet. Okay, and then what is the card crowning the reading, or the overall advice or energy that for Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Moon, and their partner energy? What is up with the Gemini? Ooh, it almost was in reverse. Well, either way, we could read it in reverse or upright, but it's like it's time to move on. Here's you're another one who has completed a karmic cycle. So there's some sort of karmic cycle that's been completed, and when that happens, it is time to move on. It did want to come out in reverse, so it could say maybe some of you have felt a little stuck. I feel like that could have a lot to do with the whole Jupiter retrograding in your sign too. You know, that could have a lot to do with it. You've got the Wish card in the partner, position. You can't really do better than that. The partnership is the, is that love energy, that is that wish coming true, is getting what you want, is being really happy with what you got or what you get or what you have. He's very happy, he's very satisfied, he's very much in abundance. So if you've been through the ringer, you're coming out of it and you're leading to something really positive. A wish come true in a new partner perhaps, or an existing relationship. If this is an existing relationship and you want to continue on, you're going to have to leave the past behind. That much is clear, okay? Okay, let's go ahead next and get... we're going to move on to, the sign of Cancer. Okay, Cancerians, what's up with you guys? So this is going to be the sign, the love reading for Cancer, Sun, Rising, Moon, or any. I'm trying not to shuffle. I get these. Some people were saying they don't like the shadows. You got to look at the shadow. You got to look at here. How about, remember this? Shadow puppets? Oh, it's a rabbit. What's up, Doc? Okay, Cancer, Sun, Rising, Moon, or anybody with prominent Cancer. This is you, and this is your partner. You've got the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Wow, great cards, Cancer. Wow, that's beautiful. That's one of the best. That's probably the best love card that you can potentially have. Oh, this one wanted to flip over. We'll take it. News coming in air. Messages, news. Okay, well, news is coming in air. Communication is very much key, no matter what the time frames when the Page of Swords shows up. You've got to have that communication. You've got to have clear communication. Cancer, sometimes you're very emotional, and sometimes you will, you feel like your partner should know how you feel or something. You've got to communicate and talk in your needs, or it's never going to be resolved. Six of Pentacles talks about, getting some money. So perhaps you or your partner's going to get some money, but it's also about feeling like you're worthy. Six of Pentacles is very much a worthiness card. Like you're worthy of help. You don't have to stand alone. Because even when I look over at this Page of Swords here, it feels a little bit like he's standing alone and being a little bit sort of on guard about things. You don't have to stand alone. You're worthy of help. There's help available. You can be part of a team. There is somebody that will care for you and help you with your needs. Ten of Cups is over here. That's, like I said, the best card possible. There's definitely somebody who wants to love you. You better let somebody love you. Let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too late. Desperado. Yeah, well, this Ten of Cups is beautiful energy. There's somebody who's definitely relationship oriented, minded, wants what you want because you're very home and family oriented. So there's beautiful love energy available and coming in, perhaps for in the sector of your partnership. You got to believe that you're worthy, and you've got to be willing to talk and communicate your needs. That's going to be an important thing going forward for Cancers. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to move on to the sign of Leo. Let me gather these cards back together. Hello, Leo. Well, you already got the crown there. That's just right up your alley. You Leos love having that crown because you are the king or queen of all your domain anyhow, right? All right, let's get two cards for Leo representing them and their partner or potential partner for the February Valentine's Day 25. We've got the Emperor. That's you. The crown. See, I was picking up on that crown and you're showing up as the Emperor. Interesting. Oh, Ten of Cups in it again, and I did shuffle. Okay, so you're also leading into some wonderful energy with the Ten of Cups in your partnership. Now, this one flipped. The High Priestess. Okay. All right, well, the Emperor, that's a good card, but you're very powerful. And it's funny, I picked up on that crown thing before I even threw the cards, I was kind of joking, yeah, you wear the crown, but the Emperor also, he doesn't wear the crown, but he has the scepter, he actually does wear a crown too. But the Emperor wants to be in control, and that is something that you got to watch yourself a little bit with, Leo. Sometimes you do want to be, reign supreme in that. And that's not always conducive for partnerships. Yes, you want to demand the respect you deserve, but you also have to be, willing to be open to partnerships. And it certainly seems like there is a partnership either ongoing or available to you in this Ten of Cups. A partnership that could be long-lasting, my guides say, but also yield great love, joy, and happiness. Now, it's interesting where Libra, was it Libra or the last sign was Cancer, had the card in the same position, but they had the Page of Swords up here indicating mental communication, where you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is not so much an outward thing. It's very much an inward thing. It's very much an intuitive thing. It's very much of a receptive thing, or calling in, and not barking out, calling in on an energetic level. It also talks about the moon. Now, there is going to be that full moon, or is it... yeah, it's a full moon on the 12th, 2 days before. So some of you, maybe you'll make the plans then, but maybe I feel like if you're looking, you could possibly meet somebody during that time. Other than that, there will be a new moon on the 27th, I believe, of February. So it could be something around those newer full moons that is going to, but I think it's more about this doing that inner work, drawing in that inner love vibe, intuitive energy, more than this outward. Even the Emperor can be very outward, like domineering thing, get in touch with your softer side, I guess. Okay, next we're going to move on to the sign of Virgo. Okay, this will be the love reading for Valentine's Day for Virgo Sun, Rising Moon, or anybody who has prominent Virgo in their chart. Oops, I was doing it backwards. We're going to do, I have to do this way. Well, that'll be your crown. I already shuffled it. That'll be your crown card. But what's going on for Virgo for them, and also a card for their partner, potential partner, for Valentine's Day 2025. This one wants to flip. It's going to be there. And then I'll cut for the next one. Ooh. Well, Virgos, you know, some of you, and then we also have the crown here. Oh, you got the Ten of Cups crowning, and that's from a different deck. It's not the same Ten of Cups that was pulled twice already. But it is the third sign in a row to get the Ten of Cups. Well, you know, looks like there's really been some tension for many Virgos, okay? You've been going through some tension. You might be stressing yourself out. But with the Ten of Cups, long-lasting love, happiness, marriage, all these sorts of things is a possibility. Excuse me one second, Virgo. Is a definite possibility, a potential. You can stop worrying. I know Virgos, you can be the worry ward. You know you can. I mean, I love my Virgos. I always got along with Virgos great. But you can be a little worry. And, you know, it's like, don't turn your attention to this. Nitpicking and solving the problems or trying to get somebody to come around. Turn your attention to this, to that happy, joyous energy, to what you're wanting to attract, because it's absolutely potentially possible. First, I will say, you know, for some, maybe if you're in a bad situation, this may be a sign that, you know, you deserve better. Maybe your partner is cantankerous, is what my guys are saying. But maybe your partner is the one who is, you know, wanting to start fights all the time, or being aggressive, or being whatever. If that's the case, first of all, you could, you know, try to just love bomb them or kill them with kindness. But second, if they're stressing you out this bad, maybe it is time to look elsewhere. For some Virgos, of course, it wouldn't be true for everybody. You'll have to check your sun, rising, and moon for more details. All right, next we're going to move on to the sign of Libra. Okay, Libra. Oops, one flew out and fell on the ground. I got to pick it up over here. Justice. Well, that's actually your card. I'm going to cut for the second one then. Seven of Swords. All right, well, let's get the top crowning card, and then we'll do the whole reading. This is, of course, for Libra, Sun, Rising, Moon, or anybody prominent Libra. Or even if you're on the cusp, my guides just said so. This might be a reading that, in particular, some cusp people can get a message from. Okay, let's see here. Take the top card off this deck. The Page of Swords, that was out before. Well, I'm just going to come out and say it. You know, some of you may be going through a breakup or divorce, and you may be dividing up assets, and it may be, and your current partner may be kind of going through some ugly energy, like I'm taking my stuff and I'm leaving. If that's the case, you know, the sun will come out tomorrow, tomorrow's another day, all this kind of stuff. You're also one, like Aries, who's winding up this big karmic cycle, because justice, yeah, it could be legal things. Maybe you're talking to a lawyer, you know. But justice is also karmatic justice, ending of cycle. You also are one who came through this big nodal shift that we just recently had. The nodes were in your sign for 18 months, and in the south node position also, which is releasing. Whatever the case, news is coming in air, and they said a big, bright, and shiny package. Well, maybe some of you are going to get a wonderful gift for Valentine's Day, but I think the big, bright, and shiny package is the new lover who's not trying to take your stuff. This feels very petty. This feels very near, or somebody who's doing something just to hurt you, you know, just to be a jerk. Yeah, so we don't want to deal with that. You've done enough of that. You've had enough of that in your life, all right? Justice, things have to come back into balance, because that's how Libra likes it. The scales must come back into a balance. And there's news and communication that is leading you to a better situation. Notice also how this looks that way, and this looks that way. Like, this one's going away, and this is coming in towards you. You know, like, news is coming in towards you. Some of you, this because the Page of Swords, some of you may be getting on like a dating app or something like that. Be careful not to repeat patterns here. Pay attention to those red flags, my guide just said. Pay attention to those red flags, because you don't want to, if this is still pretty close to you, this whole whatever this was, then you don't want to repeat that pattern, right? You want to break that pattern. It's a time to break the pattern and go into a new direction. If that didn't resonate, go ahead and check your rising and moon. I mean, the cards are going to say what they're going to say. I don't, you know, I don't try to blow sunshine up your butthole. That's what my guys just showed me. Wow. Okay. Next, we're going to move on to the sign of Scorpio, sun, rising, moon, or anybody with prominent Scorpio in their chart for their love reading. This is you, Scorps, and this is your partner. Ooh, the World. Well, you got a lot to offer. Don't you know it? Don't you know it? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Yeah. All right, crowning for Scorpio. Oh, when I said shooting star, boy, did I get chills all down my legs. Yeah, so you are a shooting star. Okay. I'm still getting chills. I got it again. Wow. 10 of 10 rods, so working hard. Well, the World on you is like you have choice. Well, Scorpio always does. Scorpio, you guys are so... What came to mind, she's probably got to be... Might even be her. I used to work the psychic fairs years ago. Because I have Venus and Scorpio and a bunch of Scorpio stuff. I have Venus and Scorpio and Mars and Leo. And this one astrologer, she always wanted to trade readings with me. But she told me the same exact thing every time. Oh, Venus and Scorpio, you're hot to trot. And that's what I just heard, you're hot to trot. So maybe she was really old back then in like the 80s and 90s, so she's probably on the other side by now. Maybe she's popping in again. I think her name was Helen, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways. Yeah, so the World, you got it all. You got it going on now, Scorpio. And you have choices. Scorpio always has choices. Scorpio isn't one to worry or play head games. All Scorpio has to do is do those sexy eyes, and everybody, they're putty in your hands. They melt in your hands. That's what they're showing me. What's that commercial? No, they melt in your hands, not in your mouth. Oh, jeez. Okay. But it looks like, you know, sometimes you want to make it hard for yourself, and that could be a thing. Sometimes it doesn't have to be hard, because this is the reading, the crowning the reading here, okay? It doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to carry this big heavy load. Page of Cups, there's certainly somebody who's catching your eyes. This looks like as we move into the water sign energy, which of course is more conducive to you because you're a water sign. And we will be moving into the water sign energy, I think 18th or 19th of this month, we will be moving into Pisces. And there's going to be a new moon in Pisces at the last week on the 27th, I believe. So it could be something like this. This also represents children or younger people. So for some of you, maybe you're having a baby and you're just like, oh, we're so in love with this baby again, you know, and we're in love with each other and we're in love with this baby, which would also be, then this could be all the hard work that goes along with having a baby. But also it could be existing children. It also could be your childhood sweetheart or somebody that you or what you saw yourself when you were a child or a younger person, like when I grow up, I'm going to get married and, you know, I'm going to meet this person. Or even somebody who is like a childhood crush, you know, perhaps. Even if I'm picking up for somebody, it's like one of those, like when my kids were little, they were so into the Backstreet Boys, you know. So it might be somebody who resembles, like if you were in the Backstreet Boys, you were into them, it might be somebody who resembles one of the Backstreet Boys or something like that. But anyways, it looks wonderful. There's this hard work element, but for the most part, I really want to say it doesn't have to be that hard. You don't have to make it hard. It's the World. You got the World there. They keep showing me melting in your hands. Yeah. Okay. Let's move this along and straighten this out, and we're going to go next onto the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you're such a crazy pants. All right, Sagittarius, you crazy pants, MFers. Let's see what's up for you. All right, Saggies, what is going on for your love? Sag, sun, rising, moon, and etc. Oh, the World again, and it came out on the cut. It's interesting. That's been happening quite a bit lately with this neighboring signs. Wow, Tower. So maybe some of these are already some cusp people. Maybe you, if you're Sag, maybe you have Scorpio, moon or something else. Or maybe you have Venus and Scorpio. This one just flipped right over just like that, Ace of Pentacles. All right, well, you have the World, so that's beautiful. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing. It says you have many choices, and you have a lot to give, is what I want to say also for you, Sag. You have a lot to give. You got it going on. You got a lot going on. You got a lot to offer, and you have many choices. The World can also be travel, and especially for Sagittarians, because that is the sign of travel, and Jupiter, your ruling planet, which is a travel planet, has just moved forward as well. Tower's here, so some of you have definitely been through some big thing. Some kind of maybe a big breakup, or some kind of, I feel like for somebody it was shocking. You found out they were cheating, or you found out that they didn't have money, or they were hiding money. There's some kind of money shocker thing that came out from your partner. So the guys are saying that you're better off that you found out now, if that's the case. For some, sometimes this is something that's not, it's not always just happened. Maybe it happened 5 years ago, and you're just like, man, I got burned so bad. I don't think I'll ever be in a relationship again. You've sworn it off. And Sagittarians, you are the ones, the bachelors, they used to say, of the zodiac. A lot of Sagittarians don't ever get married. They like your freedom too much, But Ace of Pentacles is crowning the reading. So if any of you, well, if you were with somebody and you found out they took your money, or they were in, some kind of big financial thing was part of the whole breakdown or breakup of the relationship, you're going to find somebody who has their own money and their own job or whatever. For some, maybe your partner lost their job or something happened and they're going to get another job. For others, this could also talk about maybe you are going to meet somebody while working or connected to your job or your work, especially if you're starting a new situation, a new client, a new job. Ace of Pentacles is always the new. Yeah, so you've really been through some stuff here, looks like, Sagittarius. If this doesn't resonate, always do check your sun, rising, and moon. But with the World in your, in your position, I feel like that's so good, really good. Okay, Capricorn, you're up next. Hey, Cappy, what is going on? Pluto's gone out of your sign, so things are settling down for you, hopefully. Let's go ahead and get 2 cards for Capricorn. This one wants to come out first, and then we'll cut for the second one. That's you. Yeah, you might be in a healing time. Yeah. You might be in a healing time with the 4 of Swords after everything you've been through. Let's go ahead and get another card to crown the reading from the Rock and Roll Tarot. Oh, wow, 10 of Cups. I just wanted to pull it. It was sticking out. There's actually another one sticking out. Star. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and give you that one too. Wow. These 2 are sticking out of the deck. I know I've been cutting them, but if they stick out, I got to take them, right? Wow. Well, you have been in a recovery time frame. You're in a long, much needed getting better and feeling better and healing and everything like that. Your partner, they're open for anything. You're going to attract a partner who's really lighthearted, like the Fool. The Fool is not foolish. The Fool is just open, lighthearted, playful, fun. Maybe they even have a dog. You might meet somebody who has a dog. Just beautiful, beautiful energy. And the Fool, they're looking up here at what's crowning the reading, which is that 10 of Cups. So, if you've been single for a long time, you can absolutely meet somebody who's, it's easy. With the Fool, it's easy. It's not a lot of struggle. It's not a lot of work. We take it one day at a time with the Fool. The Fool's not looking too far into the future. The Fool's ready to be happy right now. This Star wanted to come through. Now, if you haven't been taking it easy and resting, you need to do that, and you need to do some meditation, and you need to communicate with your guides, because when Star shows by anything, it's a beautiful energy. Star is bringing this into you, wants to bring it in for you, wants to bring in that 10 of Cups. That's that marriage card. That's that we're together, we're in love, everybody's happy and it's joyous. And I just get the feeling like this is easy. I feel like some of you have really been through some relationships that have been a real struggle, a lot of difficulties. And there's just so much flow here. If you let go and let your guides take the reins here, or your angels, or whatever you believe, let go, relax, heal, get yourself back rejuvenated. So also you're ready to go out into the world again with somebody who's ready to go out into the world. They seem to be really easygoing, kind of, open for anything. They're marriage-minded or relationship-minded. So you're heading into some really beautiful energy. And I feel, Capricorn, that this is a reward for everything that you had to go through during that Pluto transit. Well, speaking of Pluto transits, who has Pluto in their sign now but Aquarius? But anyways, let's not make it all about Pluto. Let's make it about love for Aquarius, sun, rising, and moon for this Valentine's Day of 2025 for Aquarius, sun, rising, moon. Let's see what we get here. 1, 2. This one is you. Ooh, the Tower. Well, maybe, Pluto can do that. And then secondly, for your partner, the Wheel of Fortune. All right. Yeah. This is kind of lining up with Pluto, but we're going to get the crown for the reading. The overall energy or advice for the relationship reading for Aquarius. This one wants to come. I'm going to take it. Usually I was cutting, but this one wants to come. I'm taking it. King of Cups. Well, talking about Pluto, Pluto does shake things up, and it just really got into your sign. Some of you have gone through some big shakeups and stuff lately, or maybe you're in the midst of it right now. But it's clearing the way. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's clearing the way for destiny to take hold. There is a divine timing, and there is a fated destiny with this partnership coming in for you. And it is at this time. It could be on or around Valentine's Day even. Wheel of Fortune is, the wheel goes down and then the wheel goes up. Things move in cycles. So clearly this was a downward, this was sort of a downward cycle. And bam, you're going to go into an upward cycle. Crowning the reading is the King of Cups. Now, this could be potentially the person, so the water sign person, the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This could be potentially the time frame of Pisces, which we're moving into the following week, around the 18th, I believe, and then the new moon in Pisces on the 27th of February. But really, I want to take a little bit of a deeper dive and just to the overall energy of our King of Cups here. Let me get a quick drink. King of Cups is all about emotional maturity. Okay, the King of Cups isn't playing baby games, isn't doing stupid stuff, isn't playing head games, isn't manipulating this, that, and the other. The games people play, we all know what those are. The King of Cups is emotionally mature. He holds his cup out, meaning he's not. It could be anybody. This person is, extending that loving cup towards you, and they're really ready for a relationship, and they're ready for a mature relationship. The other thing about the King of Cups is they've done some work on themselves. So many people go from relationship to relationship. Oh, well, they were an a-hole. I'll move on to the next one. Oh, they're an a-hole too. Oh, well, after so many, you got to say, hey, maybe it's me, maybe not all you, but why you keep making these choices? What lesson are you trying to, you got to do the work, Maybe you've done some work, and what's been revealed has been shocking to you, even with the Tower here. Whatever the case, it's time for you to move into this type of relationship that is mature, loving, caring, and positive. Oops, dropping everything all over the place. Dropping my rose quartz. Okay, next we're going to move on to the sign of Pisces. Well, Pisces, it's just around the corner from your season. We're going to have Pisces, and you'll have Venus moving into your sign soon. So there's a big lineup in Pisces. Also that North Node, you're getting called to your destiny. All Pisces are. Might not be your destiny regarding love, but we'll take a look. What is the 2 cards for Pisces and the partner for Valentine's Day 2025? Tower again. Get out of here. Wow, that came out on the cut too. And then the Knight of Fire or the Knight of Rods. Yeah, okay. Oops, I'll move this up a little bit. Okay, let's get the card that crowns the reading, which is the overall energy perhaps, or it could be just the advice, the advice for the collective Pisces energy. Okay, Pisces. Sun, rising, moon. The Hangman. Yeah. Well, I kind of feel like this is where you've been maybe in the Hangman. You've kind of maybe been in this Hangman energy a little bit here. Where, after you come through a Tower moment, a lot of times this could be, you're you need a minute. You got to take a beat. You got to take a breath here. The Hangman is not about being strangled or anything. If you look at, if you're never not familiar, I mean, he's in peace. He's enlightened. It's really more about pausing than it is about any kind of, it's not, this is more of that kind of energy. For some of you, I'm picking up, this may have just been a big fight. Maybe you just had a big fight, and then, whatever the case, it feels like it's more into maybe the springtime, maybe as we move into the Aries Ingress, which I am offering that reading. But, as we move, to get through you might want to pause a little through your sign, through Pisces season. And then once we hit Aries season, here comes this lover. I'm hearing that. Here comes my girl. Here comes my girl. Is that right? Bow, bow. I can't think of any of the rest of the song. But anyways, let's just read it. It could be seasonal. It could be Aries season. But let's read it as the Knight of Fire. Knight of Fire is passionate. This is going to be a strong sexual attraction. This is going to be somebody who's passionate, who also comes for you. The Knight of Fire or Knight of Wands is not shy about letting you know. They let you know. They got it right. It's right there, right out in the open. Okay. They are attracted to you, and they're going to let you know. So you might just be laying back thinking, in a typical Pisces way. So, I'm just going to lay back and maybe take a break from love or something. And then here comes this passionate person who definitely is running toward you. And I do feel a strong healing energy around this, too. That's not necessarily always associated with the Knight of Fire, but I'm definitely feeling that in this instance. So passion awaits you. There's a passionate partner. You may need a little minute here to get over whatever happened here with the Tower energy, or you may be a little standoffish after what happened with the Tower energy. But there is somebody that's going to get you back into things. That zest for life, my guides are saying. This person has a zest for life. They're passionate, they're loving, they're excited about life, and they're excited, let's go do things, And so they're going to kind of maybe help you pull out of this funk that you may have been in some way. And after all, Pisces, we're moving into your season and your solar return time. So you do want to get, try to get your energy as good as you can get it going forward for the forward year and for your new moon later this month. Okay, well, for more readings, you can check out my channel. I do something similar to this, similar to this over on Patreon, little short readings every week. That's more astrology and cards also. If you're interested, you can check that out. This reading will go up on Patreon early. They'll get it early with no ads. So check all that out if you're interested. And I do have the year ahead astrology reading, the Aries Ingress year ahead reading. So check all that out. Have a great Valentine's Day to all you lovers out there. Till next time. Bye.